Hi and welcome. Sandy here from Lolly and Sand. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Canada, and I am so glad you joined me tonight because we're having a sneak peek. Are you ready? This is coming from the brand new Mini. They're out in the mail, and hopefully they arrive. And if you don't have a demonstrator and you need a catalog, let me know right away, and I will get it out to you. There we go. Just going to fix that up ever so slightly. We don't need to see the base. Alrighty. So again, welcome. So again, very, very excited. I'm going to show you the bundle first. This is a different bundle, by the way. A little bit different because this one comes with, well, a stamp set. No surprise. This is Merriest Moments. So we'll do each piece at a time. How's that? Yep, one at a time. Okay, so Merriest Moments, and I'm trying to keep the glare off of it. It's photopolymer, which is good, which means you can, I keep showing you the back, but you can't. You can see through it. And again, if you're not familiar with how this works now, is you can transfer your stamps onto these spots. So when you're ready to close it, you can say, I've got all my stamps, or oops, one's still stuck to the block. I love that. Just a matter of peeling them off, putting them on. So I've got a bunch of the stamps. Well, some are here and some are on blocks. So that's the stamp set. Like, check out the sentiments, the greetings. Together is the merriest place to be. I love that. Thinking of you this festive season. Wonderful. And a joyful Christmas to you and yours. Oh, and season's greetings. Lots of beautiful images and these little spots, which you know I love. I hope you love them too, because they just add a little something. We're not actually using them tonight, just so you know. Oh, and I want to just do a couple shout outs. Hello, Rosemary, Elsie, Bea, how are you doing? All right, so that was the stamp set. And next are the dies. Check this out. There's 16 dies here. There were 16 stamps, by the way. I should have said that. 16 stamps. Awesome. Leaves, flowers, the whole 9 yards. Yeah, 16 dies. I am going to show you some of the dies. Well, we're going to be working with them, and I'm going to show you what this die and this big die do at the end of the video. You also have a stitched rectangle, like a frame, which just remarkably fits right inside here. Your flowers, your leaves, some little extras, which make, by the way, I just crushed it, oops, which make these guys look like poinsettias. All right, so that's the 16 dies, and it comes with an embossing folder as well. I am very good this evening, thank you. Hello, Kathy Jean. All right. Okay, so here's the embossing folder, and sometimes it's easier to see it like this. So it's the Merriest Frames Hybrid Embossing Folder, and this is really cool. It's thick, which is lovely. It's detailed, which is fantastic. You can use it this way or this way, this way, this way, whatever way you like. And this is what it looks like. What do you think of that? I hope, I don't know if you're getting the detail on that. So the little stars are here. Like on its own, with just making a really simple card, which is what our first card is, it is amazing. I forgot to turn on one of my lights. I'm like, why is it so dark over here? Part of my arms while I turn on light number 4. There. Hopefully that helps. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I forgot. It happens. This is gorgeous. Even the debossed side, the opposite side, you can use either, which is what I really love about this. It was on my list as soon as I saw it, just so you know, ladies, and Rosemary. I just noticed your comment. It's stunning. So that's part of the sneak peek. So that's a bundle. You get all of these in the bundle. All of these, I should say, in the bundle, which is fantastic. Very fantastic. Okay, so card number 1, we'll get started. We need to do some stamping. Because they're photopolymer, I need to put something underneath. Do I have my ink out? Yes, I do. Alrighty. So yeah, I was going to say, I should have started with this. I do apologize for not being here last night. I had delivered some orders back to my, should I say my hometown, where I grew up. And then again, a shout out to Rosemary for holding on to those orders and delivering or contacting the people that are going to be picking them up. I delivered a few, and I had time to go to 2 bakeries. I like to say for my daughter, but I got myself stuff too. And a friend got takeout from my favorite restaurant in Waterloo called the Healthy Owl. It's vegetarian and vegan. It's really, really yummy. And then I was in the pool all afternoon, and if you wanted to know if my face and my back are sunburned, absolutely. Okay, so this is real red. Let's get back to it. I know, I digress. So this is full strength. This is second. This is third. You know what I love about it? Number one. Now with the full strength, I could have maybe gone a little lighter because you don't really see the lines that are in it. And then this is actually the color we're going to be using for the card. So it's red, but it's, I don't know. We'll see. I have got them already cut out. Oh, by the way, at the end of the video, well, not the end of the video, after the video, maybe tomorrow, I'm going to put out a wee poll, and the poll will be asking if you want me to, like, I'll stamp and show you, but then of course I just go straight to the die cutting, so because I've done that, or if you want me to, which means this way I can do more cards. We're going to do 2 tonight, or I can do 1 from start to finish, show you the whole cranking of the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, you know, do the heat embossing, the whole 9 yards basically. So that's what the poll's going to ask. So don't answer here. I will ask. Now, one of the little teeny stamps, this one right here, I don't know if you've got glare or not, that's what I'm using for the center here. And I decided I would heat emboss it just because, and it's very tiny, and there's a die to cut it out. You don't have to fussy cut this. I would suggest when you're using, if you're using a magnetic plate like I was, it was scooting all around. It's so tiny. Use washi tape and hold it in place. Okay, so there's that. Another sneak peek. You ready? This is the craft paper. It is 6x6. It's got this, doesn't sound like regular paper, let's put it that way. It's got this great rustic look to it, which is, I have to get more. Like, I love this. It's perfect. So what I did is I heat embossed the sentiment on this and then cut out with that frame die that I showed you in the dies. So there it is. Rustic, very rustic. I love that. Okay, let's get rid of this. This is just a distraction. Okay, so there's 3 of our pieces. So a little bit of gluing. Let's see which one of my glue will work. Again, you can use whatever adhesive you like. Too much. Found the one that works. Okay, if you put too much on, use something, anything. I've got die cuts here, so I always have an excess of die cuts. I'm just going to take a little bit off. If you don't, then, and it gushes out, you're going to see a shiny spot on your card. You may want to use tweezers. Like I said, this is really tiny, but I'm just going to go like that. This will be popped up, so it'll be great. Now, I'll give you the measurements. Oh, and I found the actual die cut. I always make more than one, you know, as I mentioned in many videos actually at this point. Okay, so both cards have the same dimensions for the layer and for the base. So here we go. 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2, and I forgot to do this. Get out your handy dandy bone folder. Yes, we do have them. Go like that. It lays flat. Like, how lovely is that? And just notice it's a teeny bit crooked, so no big deal. I will just do it again, but I'm going to go this direction this time. It's not the end of the world if it's a teeny bit crooked, by the way. Okay, so I'm like, where did I put it? Oh no. Okay, so here's that piece again. So this is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And I'm just going to set that right on there. So straight down, super easy. Again, don't use a ton of glue. You don't need to. It's a little bumpy though, so make your way through it. Make sure you get everything. And I always do mine from the bottom. If you do it from the bottom opening, I should say. And I'm going to go like this. I had fun exploring today, by the way. I went out before the migraine hit and just did some more exploring and checking out the area. I'm still consider myself new to the area. Okay, the next piece, this is this one, and I am going to pop it up. So let's get our dimensionals. It's quite noisy upstairs at the moment. I hope you can't hear that. I'm not sure why. It's so noisy. All right. And we will go like that, and that, and that, and that. I should read some of the comments while I'm here. Yeah, it is really pretty. And what I'm going to say is, if you do this the right way, I will post the PDF on the day that we can post it, which is August the 3rd. That is the day the mini catalog goes live. If you... Okay, it's the dog upstairs being talked to. If you don't have the catalog, the PDF will be there. Your catalog, if you've ordered from me, it hopefully will arrive in time. It's in the hands of Canada Post at this point. Okay, so this is okay. We're getting there. Another sneak peek. Gold holly leaves. For things like this and ribbon, I'd like to say embossing folders too. Get them right away. I hope to put in an order. I'm not even sure what day it falls on, the 3rd or the 4th. But really, like right away after it goes live, I want to make sure you get everything you want. So I believe there's 3 sizes. I believe those are the 3 sizes. They're sparkly, but it doesn't come off at all. Sparkly on the other side too. So I could have used these leaves, probably that one, for this, but I wanted to show you as many sneak peeks as possible. So for this card, that is the end of the sneak peeks, but stay tuned. Card number 2 has sneak peeks. I think I'm going to use the same size. I'm not sure what I used on the original. Now for this, I want my glue dots. Alrighty, I think I'm going to have to take them off like that. I'm not sure they'll stick to it. Okay, so one there. Whoops. I should stay in frame, shouldn't I? And one there. I don't want them at the exact same height, and they're just going to go behind here. Well, I got to find the angle I like. Maybe that one. Really, you'd think that would be the easy part. It's the deciding. Okay, so I'm going to attach that, and then we're not done. We have to add a little bit more. So now I have a glue dot on my fingernail, and I'm going to put it on the top of the leaves, and then, okay, I've decided. Just place it like that. Now, because I used a glue dot, they are movable, so if I need to change it just a little bit, that's okay. You know what, Elise? Elsie, I mean, I keep calling you Elise when I can read your name is Elsie. I'm sorry. I think I must do that like every week. Anyway, they are fabulous. Fabulous. You get 30 pieces, by the way. I don't think I said that at first. All right, now I'm looking for my, here it is. Everything's right beside me. I don't know why I'm looking for it. This is the gold trim that is in the package where you get the gold and the silver trim. And they're called the Simply Elegant trim. It probably says right here. It does. Look, I've got ink on everything. Everything. Hey, Lisa, thanks for joining. We're doing a sneak peek tonight. All right, so I'm not attaching it yet because that's pretty too. So we're getting there. We're getting there. I'm going to do one of those little loop-de-loops that I like to do. It's not going to look like the original. Loop-de-loops never look the same for me. And that's okay. I don't want everything to look the same. I want them to look different. Now I don't know where the ends are going to go, so we'll find out. All right, glue dots. So now I'm hanging on to them. You can do whatever size, whatever shape. You can use ribbon, whatever strikes your fancy. Just today, I really wanted to use these, and I have to make them bigger, so just going to give them a wee pull. There. I also had the house to myself today, by the way, other than the big dog, Sterling. He was here with me. Like I said, I did go out for a while exploring the area, like about 2 hours worth. Okay, and then let's go. I'm going to have to manipulate this piece here. No biggie. Very pretty. So I'm going to actually glue dot that in place because I want it to be coming out the bottom. Ta-da! I will have my blog post ready later tonight. I've been working on it, but my head slowed me down today. It's getting better. You have to take some pretty strong stuff to make a migraine settle its jets, so to speak. Oh, wrong direction. I wanted it this way. Dang it. One has to look, don't they? All right, so actually, well, yeah, that should work. Okay, so I do want it kind of there. I just want it to adhere to where I want it to go. And we'll just cut another end. Now you notice I don't cut it off the roll until I'm done. I find that will save you lots of trim and ribbon by not doing that first. All right, let's see what we have. We can just go with whatever it comes up with, can't we? All right, so this is getting a little bumpy, but we can do it. Let's get some dimensionals on there, which I have right here. So I'm using the big ones. Hang on. Oh, that was my heat embossing tool. Hopefully, it was headed for the floor. I might be able to put one back here too, but I think I'm going to go tiny with that. All right. The thing with this is you don't want to put your dimensionals on top of the ribbon or trim, whatever you're using. It's going to be bumpy than it already is. That makes sense. Okay, so we've got the minis and the large dimensionals, and we're going to go, let's go here. Just let everything do its thing, you know. I can manipulate that longer. Just a couple more finishes, and then the card is done. Now remember that first, how I had done these? These aren't wasted. You're still going to use them and cut them out. You can double decker them, leave them as one. I really like using you'll see it on the next one, the dark and light together. But yeah, these are not, they're not gone. You get to use them. So I could have used that color too as well. So let's close those and let's finish. We just need to put on some gold enamel dots, and then this card's done. It's super simple. Like I said, it's super simple, but it's also super pretty. Let's see. And what I want to do is try to avoid, when I put them on, I want to avoid putting them on a star. I also don't want to overpower the stars at all. So let's go here. And I just drag it off with my fingernail. You can use take your pick tool. Again, I still can't find mine. Okay, I haven't looked for it. To be completely honest, I haven't looked for it. That seems like work, you know, and we're kind of busy these days. And our fridge might get fixed next week. Yay! The fridge is working, by the way. It's just the water and the ice. And heaven forbid we can't have our filtered water and ice. That's the card. So like I said, I kept it really simple, but it's rustic to me. Like, to me, that's pretty well, that could be my card for the year. I love it. But we're going to do another one. So we'll set that to the side. And after this, then I have another thing to show you. It's not a card, but it's really pretty. It's cool. All right. So again, same dimensions, and we're going to do some more stamping. I'm going to bring out the big leaf this time. And I honestly can lose things right in front of myself. I'm just going to give this first stamp a wee clean. We really don't want to get real red on anything. And you'll notice that the real red, the pinks, they stain this. It's no big deal. No big deal. All right, so I'm gonna go put something underneath again. You need some kind of cushion, a magazine, whatever you have handy. Okay, that one. Okay, this time we're going to start with, we're using 3 colors. We're going to start with Bermuda Bay. Okay, so same thing. I just want to test it. Make sure, it's a little late. I want to make sure I've got the pink out of it. So there's 1. There's 2. There's 3. For 3, I had to push harder, just so you know. So they're all usable. This is, it's kind of, if you find, I have to start over. If you find that your ink is just way too, like it's just too wet, it's got too much ink on it, use something, bone folder, a spoon. You can massage it with a spoon or a knife, whatever you have, and just push the ink to the sides, and that should help. So I'm not going to do that right now because I just want to show you all 3 of these. Did I get that? Yes. So again, not much detail, more detail, and then very light. I should have cleaned that better, but you know I've already got them done. Same with, so I'm actually using, what did I use for the card? I think I was using 2nd generation, this one here. So 1st, 2nd, 3rd generation. With this, well, let's just do this again. I'll just do the 1 because I've got the other color already inked up and ready to go. 2nd color, although it says soft succulent, we're going to use So Saffron. So it's Christmassy, but it isn't. The sentiment's definitely Christmassy. Just make sure. Yep, looks good. All right, we're good. I love these colors together. The Bermuda Bay and the, I see a little bit of blue. I didn't get it all. Okay, I should have cleaned it better. My bad. Let's go here and here. So Bermuda Bay and So Saffron, each of these, like, they go together, you know. Well, that one's a mess, but it's so pretty. So I'm just going to stamp 1. Like I said, I've already got the 2 leaves already done, or petals, and then let's go to this one. I hope my video is working because, again, I can't see it moving at all, which is no big deal. Okay, so now we're on to Soft Succulent, and the same thing, but I'm using 2nd generation. So there's 1, pretty dark, and 2. You can see a lot more detail there. Again, it's this one, well, this is one of the new ink colors, so it's definitely inky. And there's Julie. Hi, Julie. Welcome. Alrighty. So, again, everything's die cut. But, and you're wondering, is she going to show me another sneak peek? I'm pretty sure Sandy promised me another sneak peek. Already die cut. And, do we need this? We do not. All right, so let's bring in our pieces. There's a lot of pieces. Here's your next sneak peek. So, this is, and again, I'll show you this so you can see it a little bit better. So, the Star Crust embossing folder. Again, stars and crisscrosses, that makes sense. It's a thinner, one of the thinner embossing folders. And I just love the fact, I hope you can see the detail. I hope you can see that, that we have choices. You know, there's 2 different sides. I mean, not choices, that it's got something different. I don't know that I've ever seen a Stampin' Up folder like this with 2 different designs on one folder. It is incredible. There's the opposite side. I always like to say you can use either side. I even embossed one sheet like this and cut it. I wanted to see what it would look like, which is part of it on the card. I decided on the whole thing, just so you know. So again, this is the same size as the first card. So if you're just joining me, that's at the beginning of the video, or earlier on in the video. So I am not going to put this on right away because I will forget to put the ribbon on. So here's my die cut pieces. I have a few different ones. There's that little teeny piece, so I didn't emboss it this time. That's in So Saffron 2nd generation. And this should be Bermuda Bay 2nd generation as well. So notice what I did differently here. I used a light under the dark, and this one's a dark under the light. And I'm going to go with this one, because that's the same as this one. And then there's our leaves. Let's start putting it together. First though, the ribbon. Drives me crazy that I lose things on my desk that are right in front of me. It's right in front of me, literally right there. Okay, so this is from the annual catalog. This is the fine art ribbon, and it's gold, and it's soft, and it makes lovely bows and such. We're not making a bow tonight, just so you know. But I like to show that you can easily make a bow. It's not scratchy at all, but when you're pulling on it, it feels like it is. So this is a really simple thing. I forgot to put the ribbon on the original card, so I had to improvise because I'd already glued this piece down. Not this time. No. So what I'm going to do is put a glue dot. I don't know if that's too much close to the center. You know me, I don't really enjoy the center. Just a little teeny piece right there. That's actually a little bit. Now, you know what? I can live with that. I will live with that. And before cutting, right, I've already attached the one piece, so I know how far we're going. And our paper snips cut that beautifully. There we go. I'm just double checking my work. You notice how I always hold it and then get the glue dots or grab for the whatever adhesive I'm using. There's a method to my madness. There is. Oh, I might have put it. No, it does reach. I thought I put it in too far. Okay, now I can attach this. I'll show you what I did on the original, and you'll see, that it's different. So still a Christmassy card. And again, you'll notice that even on the first card with the real red, with me stamping off. Oh, hang on. I have to get my bone folder better. I like it flat. Okay, and I decided I wanted the stars up here. So we're going to go just like that. I used Tombow because it's got wiggle room. Anyway, of course, I forgot what I was saying because I distracted myself. Little wiggle time here, little wiggle time there, and there you go. Okay, I have also heat embossed the sentiment, which is in the Merriest Moments set. And I did it in gold, and I die cut this. I don't know which way. I think with the die cut, you can go either direction, and I decided this way. It fits better this way. This is from the Tasteful Label dies, which also were in the annual catalog. Not past tense. Okay, so again, I'm going to avoid putting any ribbon across here. Top and bottom only. All right, here we go. Here we go. Put it there. Oh, there. And then we are going to assemble. I noticed I had another one of these, and the reason I have that is because I wanted to show you how that looks. Okay, do you like that? I mean, you've got that center. I think you could, I haven't actually tried just stamping this straight on there. I like the little extra piece. This could go here, and I think it looks really pretty. But to keep it the same, I know I don't usually do everything all the same. No. Hang on. My computer's unplugged. That's why. I keep thinking, where are you guys going? There. It was fading to nothing, and I'm like, what's happening? Alrighty. Anyway, this is a nice die. I know sometimes when we use our dies, we try to get things as close as possible. Give it a little real estate, and I'll show you why. Okay, stay down, and okay, I am going to try to aim for center. If it's off by a little bit, forgive me. There. That's pretty on its own, but of course, we're not done. Alrighty, so let's get our pieces. So I've already glued this one on. That's good. And I wanted this one. So a little dot of glue. And I don't really think there's a direction or anything for that. So that's going to go kind of about here. And then my leaves, I just wanted to show you the detail. My die cutting was a little off tonight, and I'm not sure why, but all the teeny little branches, I think I just called it leaves. Anyway, they're really pretty. Again, we're going to get the glue dots. I'm finally getting to the end of this roll. I know that I've had it for a while because this ribbon is a couple of years old, I think. Alrighty, so let's go here. And again, putting the glue dot on top. And just kind of thinking where this is going to be placed. That's how I'm using up some of that real estate on the white portion of the card, of the sentiment layer. How are we doing so far? Everybody enjoying the video, I hope? We're getting there, my friends. We're getting there. And again, because they're on glue dots, I can manipulate these. I can move these. So if I decide it's, you know, too much over on the, I'm going to take that off actually. Pull! And is it still there? Yep. Move it in just a little bit more. Because there we go. Now the one thing, I use these two different branches and I want them, I don't want them at the same length. Like if I was to do something like this, for example, that would be kind of boring. So you always want to offset them just a little bit, whether it be higher or lower or whatever. That's what you want to do. All right, next one. Now, there's not as much space down here, and that's okay. But we're still using our glue dots. And let's put the big one on first, on the top. So probably like that. And I'm going to put that one in a fair ways too. And then this one. I just heard my tummy growl. Okay, I haven't eaten because, yeah, I was a little nauseous from the migraine. Very untimely. But I'm like, the show must go on. And I'm actually feeling better, which is good. And you don't want to hear about my headache. All right. Oh, thank you. Everything is awesome. I like that. Thank you. I just love this set. When I finish card number 3, I will post that here on Facebook, Instagram, my usual places. Oh, Pinterest, of course. I'm there too. Where am I not? Was I thinking? Okay, I was. I was a little worried that I wasn't thinking how this would overhang and where the dimensionals would be, but we're good. We're good. They're going to hug them. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Oh, thank you. You know what? This is your homework. Try using different colors. Like I would never have thought that I would like soft succulent with Bermuda Bay. They're different, but they go, you know, and that's what I like about them. So your homework is to play with colors. How's that? I gave homework. I'm not a teacher, I swear. Well, I don't swear, but I swear. Okay, there we go. Let's put the second one on, and I think we'll go about, this one's going to be a little trickier. About there. That'll do. All right, so I want to avoid that spot. Let's see if I can remember that. If I hold my finger there, maybe. Avoid that spot. I have to listen to myself when I say that, you know. Okay, totally, I think I've avoided that spot. Might look like an excessive number of dimensionals, but I do want them to hold everything. Okay, and this is where I can manipulate this if I'm thinking, oh, I don't quite like the way that is. So I want it like this, so I can actually just move these guys just a little bit. And we're on. So some overhang here. I may put a glue dot under there. I don't like the way it's sticking up. Although I do like movement on my cards, you know that. I want this one to stay put. There. And it's another way to hold it in place. Not quite done. I'm going to bring out the same gold enamel dots. So basically, we're using some of the same products, change up the colors, and there you go. So let's see where we're going to go. It's a little bumpy up here, and I got some space here. Did I get something on my card? I hope not. All right. Here. Ooh, down here. I don't know why I have this thing about looking like there's little droplets coming off of leaves or leaves, branches, petals. So I'm going to go cooperate with Sandy. that right side up? I can't even tell from this angle. It is, yay. Okay, get off my finger. There we go. And I'm going to do 2 more, and I might put them here. I'm not sure. I didn't plan this part. You shouldn't really have to plan this ahead of time. Put 1 there, and I think I'm going to do the same, similar to last time. Put a second one. Grouping them kind of is, I kind of like it. There we go. So I have one more sneak peek to show you. I just want to bring in the other cards. So this is the original. So you can see what I did. I totally forgot to put the ribbon on first. So I cut a piece of basic white and just used it as like a platform for it. So this time, for this one, I used, Flirty Flamingo, and it's 3rd generation stamping. I had to check that. Okay, and I'm pretty sure the original here, jeepers, which is the original? I couldn't even tell you. Oh, this is the original because of where those are. I may or may not. I can still pull this off if I want, just so you know. I may or may not adjust that. I'm not sure. They'll just kind of go where they go. So there's the cards. I don't even know if they all show up. Now the last sneak peek, and I'll show you what one of my thoughts was. Okay, this is some ribbon that I think you're gonna love. I personally love gingham. I personally love gingham. And we had black and white gingham a few years ago, but it was thick. This is 1/4 inch. So actually I have another it's not another sneak peek. I'd actually pretend this is underneath. Had thought about putting this on the card, but I was going with subtle. This is great ribbon. Again, if you want it, order it right away with your first order. Okay, please order with your first order. Make sure you get it. There's issues. COVID's still around, and there's still issues getting things when they're coming from other countries. Order what you love first. So there's your bow. It's absolutely perfect. So I wanted to show you what 2 of the dies did. So you've seen the dies, but I'm going to bring them back in and show you, because I did promise you that. And now my dimensional little doodads are everywhere. I was going to show you what this die and this die do. Okay. Now you would have to know me that I would do this in white. You can do this in any color. Okay. Any color you want. So I think it went this way. So this obviously cuts out this piece. Comes out beautifully, and as you know, just like this one, this would fit right in here. Perfect. So you're wondering now, what is this big thing? Because you can tell, if I get it going the right direction, it is the same shape, but a little bit bigger. So here's another piece of the craft, and I think it's upside down. Is it? Nope. Sometimes it takes a second to figure it out. Oh, it was right the first time. So what it is like a backing layer. Now I know I use the craft paper. I don't think I have any other. Well, I do actually. I think it's a card, but you can see how pretty that looks. Again, that would add to the rustic look. So I think one of my original plans was to do the craft underneath, and I thought, no, you know what? We're keeping it simple. Keeping it simple. Let me just show you what this looks like. How gorgeous is that? You can color these if you want to. You can use your blends. You can use your blending brushes. Don't you love options? And even this is a great piece. So I could absolutely put that, pretend the card's not made. I could absolutely put that there and layer it up. So it's like so. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh. The dies, you're right. They are gorgeous, Rosemary. They are absolutely, I don't know if I've ever sounded quite this excited about the products. These are excited. This is a vent cover, by the way. I needed to put it on something because it actually comes in 2 sheets because there's that many dies. Anyway, my friends, that's our video for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate you taking time out of your day to spend time with me. So I appreciate that. The you know that I always put the links. I can't actually link to any of these products right now. So not until August the 3rd. So for now, I can only list them. I did take a picture, which I will put on my blog, of like this whole bundle together, so you can see the pieces. That's the best I can do for now. And anyway, and yeah, all the important links, blah blah blah. And I will see you next week at 8 p.m. Next week on Tuesday, my normal day, Tuesday at 8 p.m. And have yourself a wonderful week. I'm so glad you like this. It is really a lovely bundle. Really, really, really lovely. Really, really lovely. And that's enough of my lovely, lovely, lovelies, really, really, reallys. Good night. Bye-bye.